it says negative 4x minus 7 is less than or equal to 9. Can we simplify anything? Just shake your heads yes or no. Can we simplify? No, we cannot, right? So we can keep change opposite here. And we're going to put our wall up. In order to get rid of adding negative 7, we're going to subtract negative 7. But we have to keep change opposite, which really means we are adding 7 to both sides. So negative 7 plus 7, they cancel out. I'm left with negative 4x is less than or equal to 16. Right? Nia, what am I going to do now? On both sides, right? And do you hear anything, Nia? That's right. We're going to flip the inequality because it's ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, right? You hear, we're dividing both sides by negative 4. So it's greater than or equal to negative 4. Okay? Open circle or solid dot on negative 4. Matthew? Shading which way, Matthew? Okay. I'm going to check. Is 0 in that shaded region? Yes. So I'm going to go back up and check it. I'm going to go right back up there. Negative 4 times 0. What is that? That's 0, isn't it? Plus negative 7 is negative 7. Is that less than or equal to 9? It sure is. After we add 5 to both sides, let's make it 5 over 1 plus the 5 over 2. That 2 is the common denominator. So that's 10 over 2. So don't we get 15 over 2? Okay. Now, we are going to divide both sides by negative 2. And when I do that, I'm going to write it off to the side, divided by negative 2, because that's already a fraction. And notice we are dividing both sides by negative, so we have to flip our inequality. So y is less than. Over on this side, we're going to put 15 over 2, multiply by the reciprocal. Well, that's negative 2 over 1. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 1 over negative 2. Everybody remember that? And we get an answer 15. It's going to be negative, and it's 15 over 4. And I'm going to leave that answer just like that because it is improper and it is reduced. So, Jada, open circle or solid dot on negative 15 over 4? Shading? Correct. So, you guys remember when it's in fourths, I also know if I divided that, that's negative 3 3/4, isn't it? Okay, and you guys know that this would be negative 3, this would be negative 3 1/4, negative 3 2/4, negative 3 3/4, and then negative 4 would be here. So when you check it with negative 100, you get negative times negative is positive 200, minus 5 is 195, and that is greater than 5 over 2. We're going to rewrite that as negative 6, and then parentheses, y minus 3. And notice how your inequality is pointing at that. So it's going to be less than or equal to, and then it's going to be negative 6. Now, Lainey said that we're going to do the distributive property, right, Lainey? And should we do keep change opposite first? Yes, so we're going to keep change opposite here. So, Lainey, what do I get here when I distribute? Plus, yeah, a negative times a negative is a positive 18. Less than or equal to negative 6. There's nothing else that we can simplify. So we're going to put our wall up. They're adding 18, so we're going to subtract 18 on both sides. These cancel out, leaving me with negative 6y is less than or equal to, I'm going to keep change opposite. I have you guys asking me too many times, I don't know how to do negative 6 minus 18. Well, you have to do keep change opposite. That gives me negative 24. Okay, what are we going to do now, Gabby? And yep, since we're dividing, we're going to make that greater than or equal to 6. Okay? Open circle or solid dot on 6, Landon? Shading. Yeah, it's to the right. That says any number greater than or equal to 6. Okay? Is 10 in that shaded region? Yep. So I'm going to go back up into the original. It's saying negative 6. Is that greater than or equal to negative 6 times 10 minus 3? Well, we got to work on the right-hand side. Okay, you got that check? On the right-hand side, we have to do what's in the parentheses for, excuse me, first. 10 minus 3 is 7, isn't it? And then negative 6 times 7 is negative 42. Is negative 6 greater than or equal to negative 42? Shake your head yes or no. Yes, and it works. That shouldn't that shouldn't be 6, it should be 4. Thank you, Matthew. So that should be 4. Okay?